to Shade and the City. And y'all know what we're here to do. We're here to do our Beyond the Gates recap for y'all, okay? And we have our lovely panelists with me today. Of course, Miss Elaine, we missed you last week. Y'all go ahead, put some shout outs in the chat, waves for Elaine, because yes, you were missed. And Scott, thank you for coming back this week. We are very happy to have you back.
I am happy to be back, guys. Oh, I had a family emergency. My kid was sick, but all is well. Thank you guys so much for your good thoughts.
Yes, yes. Hey, Blatant Truth. Hey, Princess Diamond Cut. Everybody that is coming in the building. And yeah, y'all, it was good. It was good. It was a good so far. I mean, it was a little slower today than I would have liked, but overall, I think ever since they unwrapped Haley for us, it's been a lot better. But yeah, y'all. So as y'all coming in, if you haven't already, please go ahead, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not already, because this is still public, I'm trying something a little bit new. But please know that usually this is normally members only. So after about 30 minutes, it's going to switch to members only. Okay. But you get to enjoy 30 minutes for free. And if you like it, the link is in the description box and you can join the membership. Okay. But yeah, y'all. And so yeah, let me go ahead and run this intro and then let's get into it. Hey Lady Webbs, hey Barbara Turner, welcome, welcome. Hey Kamara, see you coming in. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna run the intro. We're gonna get into it and we're gonna get shady, y'all.
Like drip on the skyline pain. Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filter, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life in the mood. You like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. Slid it up city, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
All right, all right, all right. We are back, y'all. So, Elaine, since you were not here last week, I wanted to first give you an opportunity because, well, first we need to make sure y'all throw some flowers in the chat since Elaine wasn't here last week. Okay. But y'all go ahead. I'm gonna let Elaine, since she was the one that called it, she might as well wrote the script herself. When it came to Haley, do you got anything to say since you weren't here?
I absolutely love the reveal. Was not expecting it. You are like, this doesn't make sense. I've been saying it, but there's just several things on the show that doesn't make sense. But I was surprised when this came about, and your recap was absolutely hilarious. You said my flabber is gasted.
Yes, because I was just like, wow, how did I mean, it was just nuts how like on the head, like on the nail on the head, you had it. It was just nuts.
It just was too. It was a combination of soaps not being exactly what you expect, but also she was just too nice and sweet to have pulled off this whole caper of taking this 30-year marriage man. Like, that was just too much to even fathom. Like, and then she kept walking around going, oh, please, like me, love me. Oh, no, I can't believe people don't like me. Like,
Right. When at the end of the day, you don't really give a damn if anybody like you.
And now we have this complete switcheroo. She's like the bitch from hell. Like,
I kind of love it though. Even like how she kind of turned on Caroline today and was like, this bitch don't know how to go away.
And now, like that they're not hiding it. They like are such bumbling. And how did people not have a clue? But of course, they're going to be a little more, direct than what they're doing because the audience knows. But I'm like, how did we not see this before? But of course, they're doing more things in our favor.
Right. Speaking of that, and thank you. Let's get into first, as we, our regular roster, who we don't care about. So would you prefer to get into Danny and Andre first, or are we gonna get into? I'm trying to give Scott some room and get us 15 minutes in before I bring up June. So maybe that's what we should
I'm
do
not
first.
gonna cuss. I'm not even gonna cuss. I'm just gonna say she an unhoused crackhead. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. There go this
I ain't
guy
even
go.
gonna cuss. She don't even deserve my profanity today. You know what? I'm tired.
Look, I was wondering where she was at. But yeah, boo. All right, so let's get into the Samantha, Tyrell, and June of it all then. Because I felt like this was kind of the least insignificant of this week. Y'all can disagree, but hey lot queen. But yeah, so we see Tyrell finally start to kind of like lighten up when it comes to June. She out here giving advice as Sky likes to say, she likes to be orthogene therapist. And so, she just down there telling Samantha, stop being a little fast ass and, be yourself. And you know what I mean? Stop trying to
I'm
stick your booty out and do all that. And she said, Tyrell, explore the world. Do whatever you want to do.
Go ahead,
I'm
Scott,
just
because
trying
I
to
think I'm
figure
with
out
you.
though. I'm trying to figure out how, out of all the people in all the world, we had to go to June to get advice about social media. Like she been on
Mm.
it, girl. Are they selling crack on Instagram now?
Stop.
Like, please enlighten me. I want to know why, of all the people in all the world and all of that family, we had to go to June for Instagram. Do
It's,
you even own a phone?
Remember, yeah, they bought her one. Remember?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
government
Naomi bought
subsidized
her
phone they
one.
got. Yeah,
yes, but
yeah.
somebody who's not engaged in current social media and online won't know anything about
What she knew today.
influencers, anything. So I completely agree with you, Sky.
Like Chelsea and Kat were right there. They literally
Right.
live on social media, and you go to June for social media. Like we got to sit and listen to June give out advice about social media, and then she was like, "Well, I don't know much about." I was like, "Girl, you don't know much about anything but that crack. What are we sitting here having these conversations for? What are we doing here? Like
Well,
anything to get June a storyline, I guess, child. I don't know."
June, they said, June launched her website today, okay? She
Listen, I'm just waiting on them to send out the invites for her debutante ball. I'm just waiting because I feel like
oh,
it's
June's
coming.
debutante ball.
You
I
know,
mean, it is kind of ridiculous that she just got here and these people leave their parents and go speak to her about what's going on at school. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, I just think that it's
like I
not.
would think Smitty and Martin would know more about. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was basically, to Elaine's point. I just think that for us as an audience, because even though we like that the show moves so fast, I think I called it when they first showed it that it's not realistic to think that you're going to introduce somebody who has not been in these kids' lives. The last memory of her was she was a crackhead and was
Left them
neglected.
alone.
And then you turn around and the next week we getting advice and like she's become the therapist and the
Right.
go-to person. That's wild to me. There just wasn't enough time and healing, and it just went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Child, there wasn't enough rehab for me. I'm just saying is all. Like, cause like you were on crack like right before you met these kids. Like you were on crack. You need to remember they existed. But then your sister was like, "You do have kids," and she was like, "Oh my god!" And she read a letter, and suddenly everything became clear.
Right.
And suddenly she was cured of crackheadism.
Oh, I
Like
love her.
I was really like, so we just not gonna explore like any kind of rehab, any kind of AA meeting, any kind of or NA meeting, whatever. We're not gonna explore any of that. Like we're not gonna show her going to meetings. We're not gonna show even where's your 60-day sobership. Like where's all of that? Like where's something to show me that you are actually not leaving Orphe jeans and getting high on that crack. Where's something?
I don't mind not seeing the whole rehab thing, but the fact that she is so well adjusted to life out from under the bridge and is in any position to advise anyone of anything, including Ted or her children, Because remember, she was also this person who was at the table talking to Ted. Well, maybe you should do this and think about this and da, da, da. And then
And
she's
Jacob.
advising Jacob about how great of a dad he will be. You don't know anything about Jacob because all they did was save you from under the bridge. He keeps coming to get you when you kept going back there every time Naomi couldn't find you. So you don't even know Jacob other than the fact that, oh, well, he comes and gets me from the bridge, so he must be a good father. Like, I think they're gone too far, too fast with her. Like, and now she's like the sage at the diner.
Not the sage. Now, I do, to your point, Scott, was it you that said June gonna be giving him some Tootsie Cat eventually?
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't see that, but I mean, I've heard people say it, and I'm like, y'all can really see June and Jacob actually hooking up. Did she hear me or she on mute?
Or she lost sound.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't realize that my thing had cut off.
No, yeah, I was asking you. Weren't you the one that said you think June gonna give up her cootie cat to Ted?
Jacob.
No, I think Jacob.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like they love to give her things, so they might as well just go ahead and hand her Naomi's man too, and it's gonna serve Naomi right because she should have minded her business and left that thing where she found her. She should have left. She should have left her under the bridge where she found her, but it's gonna serve her right.
Can I just tell you, and this is so terrible that I agree with you so strongly. I never would want to see somebody hurt like that or betrayed. But I have been screaming from the mountaintops since they brought June on. Why do we have this woman in our house, in our home? Why are you always in her business? Why do you have her now in Martin and Smitty's business? Like, it's just so, to your point, if it happens, Naomi opened up the door and June just walked through it.
See, I don't see that for them because to me, June is in the Ted in them sort of age range for her to even be looking at Ted. That takes her like a little older than Naomi and Jacob. So I don't see that per se. But especially when they did this screen test with her and Ted, right? And she has a crush on Ted or what have you. So now I don't see the and Jacob is a little bit too do good. I can't see him doing anything with anyone outside of Naomi. You know, I see them breaking up or whatever, but I don't see them doing that. But
You ain't saying
to add a little bit to the whole June thing, she shouldn't be giving advice, but she sure shouldn't be in no relationship with no man.
Well, my whole thing is you ain't seen June's off screen, offline. Look, all they gotta do is put her in some little booty shorts and some boots, and Jacob might be looking because June
she looked good in the uniform.
My thing is though, I think they're going with the Jacob route because they already kind of dropped the whole they're gonna do something with Shawnice and Ted thing, whatever. So that's why I thought they were gonna move towards Jacob because like as soon as they drop that spoiler, then next thing you know, her and Jacob sitting here have this heart to heart about, oh my god, you be a great father. Oh my god, I wish I had nights like this with my kids, and like they're bonding over being shitty, crappy people. Like first of all, I still don't like Jacob's approach to this whole baby thing, especially this week. He really, really aggravated me. But then June, girl, you could have had your kids had you not been out here choosing that crack. Like you was chasing crack. I mean, why are we sitting here pretending like, you know, you didn't pick crack over your kids? Like, why are we acting? Why are we acting like that's not a thing? And that's what aggravates me about her is like they're really acting like that's not a thing. They're like, oh, well, you can have those moments. No, you shouldn't have those moments, you crackhead. No.
Not this quickly.
Like, and so I'm really just not feeling it because I feel like they just rapidly progressed through this story. Like, and all of a sudden we met June, like a few months ago, and oh my god, she was cured a few months ago, and I ain't seen rehab. I ain't seen any kind of attempts at actually being a productive member of society, except you got a little job that you never seem to be working at. You're always talking instead of working. So, like, what you be doing though?
To your point, I would have liked to see if they would have we saw that one session where she met Nicole,
Yeah.
but I felt like we should have seen more. Like you said, it's got more of her still being in therapy, still working on herself. So we, even if we ain't got to go in depth, just learning a little more about her as she uncovers stuff in therapy. You get what I'm saying? Like, and at least we
Yeah.
know she's doing the work. So as an audience, we don't feel like we got this newly reformed crackhead around these kids.
Yeah, and that's what it's giving for me. I'm sorry, it's giving like I see crackhead. Every time I look at her, all I see is crackhead. Sorry.
And then it didn't even look like she was in therapy with Nicole. They sent
No,
her to
she
Nicole to, I don't even know why, because remember she made up the story about being Jessica from As the World Turns.
yeah, they were trying to see if like Nicole could check her mental stability, I think. And then she made up a story because they were trying to see if she was like if she had amnesia or something or
Right.
what her actual issue was, I believe. They wanted to see if she had like a mental deficit, which I mean, now that I know that it was only the crack that was keeping you from remembering things, I really don't feel much.
You was terrible. But yeah, so I honestly I don't want to see June and Jacob. They can keep that. If she wants to come in and advise him like she's doing everybody else from Ted to, then cool. He can be another, he can sit on her couch. But I would like to see June sit on someone else's.
See me, I just don't want to see June in general. Like I feel like June should have been like a introduction late in season 2 for me. Like I need to see her right now. Like I don't know why I'm looking at her right now. I'm very annoyed by her whole presence. Her overall presence is just annoying me. Like why are you here? Like, girl, y'all be
I
talking about
like
Rowena
her.
every episode. Y'all be talking about Rowena every episode, and I ain't seen her. I
Oh.
ain't seen Vanessa's little girl. I haven't seen a lot of things that y'all tell me exist. I haven't seen it. So, like, why am I looking at June when I haven't seen the things that you keep telling me exist?
So
Like,
I
girl,
like her as a character because we do need different people that aren't like rich or have power that aren't as nasty as Leslie.
True.
More regular sort of, people, because we don't see those regular people. Like Naomi and Jacob aren't really regular people. And Eva has moved over, so now she's rich. Who are the regular people? Mona just showed up after 2 months, and Jan. So we don't have any sort of regular. I go to work every day. I'm a regular
they
person.
got that. They got she who must not be named. I ain't gonna say her name. She like Voldemort, child. I'm not saying her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, milk toast.
Like
Not milk toast.
I will not be saying her name because every time I say her name or somebody around me says her name, here she come on my screen and I don't need it. So I'm gonna just say she who must not be named. She's an everyday, working, Joe and her and that thing that she with, and then Shawnee's, they everyday people.
Yes, they are, but Shanice doesn't get enough time either. So I
She
think,
But she
doesn't.
bound to, girl. She bound to. She about
yeah,
to come
I
up.
think that, and I think that directly came from, the audience and
Us
people
screaming
on
we
the
wanted her.
internet. Hey, we need more of this girl. We need more of her. We love her.
Oh, look at Cleo putting bad
Cleo,
juju out
don't be
here.
taking the table, Cleo. Now you know you wrong for that.
And hey, Correa, I saw you come in, and I forgot I saw somebody else. Roy Faye, hey, welcome, welcome.
I can't
Y'all,
believe you did that, Cleo.
look, because she gonna be on the show tomorrow.
You banned from tomorrow
Oh
night. I ain't letting you in.
Tomorrow's synopsis looks so awful, with the exception that I know that Danny is probably going to be on. Like, I didn't even want to watch today. I was like, oh, it doesn't sound that interesting today.
It
Kamara,
took
this is
me a really long time to find something to tweet about today because, like, Princess was like, I know you tweeted. I'm like, girl, I don't have anything to say. Like, there's nothing here.
I felt that same way. I was literally sitting here, and I was just like, what do I say? Like, usually it's not that hard.
I didn't want to like come in hot and being like super negative, like, oh my God, all the people I don't care nothing about are on. Like, I didn't want to come in hot like that, because we already get a reputation for like complaining too much.
Right.
So I didn't want to come in hot and be like, oh, this is such a drag. So I was just not saying nothing.
See, in my opinion, I just think they do a bad job of putting them all on at the same time, right?
Right.
Now Martin is happy, and so he needs to be on. We don't care. The happiness will become annoying, right? And the all kissy face that will be annoying after a while. So you have to put him on with the Haley stuff because otherwise we won't care. But if he's on with his kids being teenagers and nothing else really, and Tomas and Kat, what? I
The
did
only
not.
way, the only way it could have been worse is if you put "she who must not be named" on. Like that's the only way it could have been worse.
Yes,
But I
That's
will
true.
say this: Martin actually did kind of save the show for me once he left Smitty. Once he went to the hospital and was clowning Cat, like
yes, that was funny.
that
That was
saved
Can,
it
funny.
for
can I
me.
just say I watched that like replayed it before we came back up here because I was like, I get it, it's funny, but I think I was more annoyed that it was Cat and Tomas, so I was like in and out.
Yeah,
And when I went back and rewatched it, I was like, oh shit, that was funny.
it
I
was
love when
funny.
It
Martin
was
was like, run that back.
hilarious.
What did you say?
Yes, it was
And I
hilarious.
thought
I ain't
they
gonna lie to
handled
y'all.
it
I
very
cracked
well.
up. Like I cracked up so hard because he was really like, "Girl, I know you didn't." He was like, "You out here making up for lost time." He was like, "You out here acting like this, wild and like this, honey." Ugh.
And also, I think I think their whole thing was funny, and they have to do something with Kat and Tomas because we hate them so much. And
Right.
so, okay, making them funny may help, and knowing that they can't do anything for 5 to 7 days may help because I don't know what they're gonna do on the screen, but they can't do that, and so we won't be annoyed by that at least for at least a week. But I do think that that whole this thing happened. What I don't like is that they actually have nothing good happening. Like this happening to them is funny, but what was the good thing that happened in this relationship?
Right.
Uh,
Ever, ever.
yeah. Honestly, the best thing that happened to them is her breaking his penis, so we don't have to sit through y'all's pathetic love scenes anymore. Like that's the best thing that happened to me in this relationship. And I thought I was almost free when he slept with Eva, but then here we go.
There we go. She's they're in love. Now they
I
in
was
love.
very excited when he slept with Eva, and not because, oh my God, he got off and she got what she wanted. It was just like I was happy because I was like, oh, finally, can you go away now? And then they just doubled down and was like, nah, girl, you gonna stay right here.
Right. They spun the block on us.
They really, really, really just showed me that just when I think it can't get any worse, you be like, hold my beer.
Right.
Not hold my beer.
And so I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to talk about the things I don't like because I feel like when we talk about the things we don't like, that's exactly what you want to
What we
give me.
did, right?
So that's why I've been trying to find the things I can be excited about and talk
Right.
about that because the more I talk about what I don't like, I feel like they double down and be like, here, girl, here's more of it. Get a whole plate.
Right, right. I wanted to address this comment because Kamara, you said I could be wrong, but maybe June is part of the writer's world building. June's family world is the Smarty Kids and Naomi and Jacob.
Huh? World
Yeah, that's
building?
why. Help me understand what you mean by that. I feel like I get where you're trying to go, but just clarify. Hey, Belinda. Hey, P. Bronson. Look at y'all rolling in. Hey, Sweet P. Welcome, welcome, everyone. If I missed anybody, oh, by the way, for those that are not members, in about 10 to 15 minutes, you will probably get kicked out. So if you would like to stay in the chat, you are more than welcome to. And you can go hit the link in the description box and sign up for the membership. I'm just giving you fair warning before it happens so you don't feel like I did y'all wrong. All right, so we discussed what was what we did to submit. So can we talk about what's up with Andre?
Yes.
Let's talk. I know you had a theory.
So I think you're talking to Scott with her theory.
No, you came in my and you were like, I can't
Well,
wait to
yes,
hear
I
you.
wanted to hear your theory because I don't. So I've seen so many people speculate like, what is he hiding? I don't understand how we went from, oh my goodness, we find out that Bill married a whole con artist, and now he goes outside to because he thought he heard something and wasn't photographed for a year, and now is hiding a big secret. Like I don't know that he's hiding a big secret. but the fact that he hasn't been photographed, I don't think it's where people are going. Like Andre isn't Andre. Um, I think it either has something to do with his parents, and I haven't fleshed that out all the way, but maybe his parents are alive, and um, I don't know. I haven't fleshed out that theory all the way. It has something to do with his parents, or maybe he slept with the wrong person, and now someone's after him, and that's why he's been hiding, and he came back home to lick his wounds.
Uh,
Um, because
I
someone's after him.
So I'm gonna be honest. Even when you sent me that message, I was like, "Girl, I don't know what to think about this." I ain't even gonna hold you. I was just like, when they did it, and they were like, "We got some information." I still thought they was kind of like reaching. Like, okay, what do you really have? They didn't really. But then when he was like, hasn't been in no pictures, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. I do like the fact that they're gonna put us in a crossover situation.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I was like, I don't really know what to think. Maybe he got an outside baby, not an outside baby, but like a illegitimate baby or something he don't know about out there. I don't know. I have no clue. What do you think,
I
Scott?
was joking one day when I said that Bill was gonna find a Parisian baby with a beret. I was joking, but like
Oh,
I think he honestly, I think he hiding from somebody's husband. I think he slept with somebody's wife and he hiding from somebody's husband. Personally, I don't know though.
That's the
mm,
I
only thing that
honestly,
I could think of also because it doesn't make sense that Andre isn't Andre. Like this is like deep, deep so people, right? They're going, it's not really Andre, and he's someone else in disguise. Well, these people grew up with him. They wouldn't know that this is not Andre. It's not like he came back injured and
right,
oh, he
and
doesn't look
changed his face. Yeah.
like yeah, people were like, "Hey, that's Andre." Like they didn't say, "Oh, we don't almost don't recognize him."
Right,
Like
because Nicole said she like raised him from the time he was like 12 up until, whatever. So I mean, I think they would know that it's him. So I don't
and
think it's
they
that.
all do. Even Naomi and them acknowledge we've known him our whole life, right? And so
Yeah. And
and
Jacob don't
that
like him.
doesn't make sense, right?
Jacob don't like him, boy. He don't like him for nothing.
I do like that Jacob, even though it'd be annoying sometimes because it's like, here you go, Deputy Do Good, being like
Yeah.
your wife in somebody's business. At the end of the day, I can,
I like
enjoy
that he keeps
Jacob
his foot
putting
on his
pressure.
neck because I be wanting people to put their foot on his neck and they don't. So I like it.
Right.
On
Kamar
Andre's neck.
said this is their first season. The writers are still introducing the audience to the Fairmont Crest world and its inhabitants because it's still early and the writers are still building this community. Okay, that makes sense to me. I figured that's kind of where you were going. So she thinks that basically like June is going to be a part of the roots because she is connected to the Smarty Kids because Naomi is and Jacob are part of her storyline because Mitty and Mark, you know what I mean? So they'll probably write her in a bigger, I guess. So maybe she might be with Jacob.
Baby,
Look,
as long as y'all go like off screen somewhere and do whatever you want to do, you can build this whole relationship. I don't care. You do what you
Scott
need to do,
said,
man.
I hate it here.
I really, I just, I think for me in season two, what I'm looking forward to is hopefully them weeding out the people that we just need to reduce their screen time and the people that we need to push their screen time up. I'm hoping that they get a better grasp on that because I feel like collectively a lot of people have like a lot of the same people that we don't need to see as much. Like there are some people I don't care for, but I know that they're necessary. But there's some people I really, really just don't understand why we're looking at you as much as we do.
Right.
So I
I
hope that
feel
that's something
like
they
that
work
girl that
on.
should remain nameless.
Yeah, I ain't saying Voldemort's name. Oh,
Not
um,
Voldemort. Or eyebrows. Don't say eyebrows either.
I do not discuss them people. They are not even on my radar. I don't want to discuss y'all. I don't have nothing nice to say, so I'm just not gonna say anything at all. Um,
Except we're
yeah,
happy that we ain't seen them this week. Um,
you know
Cleo
they gonna.
said, I'm sorry, what'd you say, babe?
I was gonna say, they coming now. You
Right.
brag
I
about not
know.
seeing them, they're gonna be here, right in our face.
I know. I mean, it's the fact that we got 4 days and the fact that this week has kind of been kind of I mean, we got Isaiah, but like it's been kind of lackluster in my opinion. So
Yes.
it wouldn't surprise
Yeah,
me if they kind of end us off. I mean, maybe they'll give us a big kicker because it's a Friday, but It's
But
also, I
they've
think,
been doing this. One week has been popping, and then the next week is not. The next week is
Yeah.
popping, and the next week is not.
Well, the
They've been
thing is,
doing this
I,
for
I
weeks.
feel like it's been like one good week and then two really,
yeah,
really questionable ones.
agreed. But I think also too, and it could just, these are just my thoughts. I think it also has something to do with the pacing. I think because I asked somebody this, it might have been Princess, and I said, but if they only ordered 200 episodes and we're already at what 157, how are they going to pace this out that we make it to the end of the year? You know what I'm saying? So I think that when we get these slow kind of like filler weeks, it's because they're trying to save the good stuff for like November sweeps, like Elaine always talks about, and stuff like that, where they
Yes,
know they're gonna get the major viewership.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense because, like, most shows, they do kind of like they'll build towards something and it won't
right.
always be like the most exciting weeks, leading up to sweeps, but
Yeah.
they'll be building towards something. But sweeps will be like the, knock it out the park week.
Hmm.
I think
So,
the problem is they have so many. So when you give us like, remember Haley was on the back burn. Oh my goodness, I was fast forwarding through Haley and Bill. I couldn't take them anymore. I just
hmm
couldn't. Because I couldn't unsee the fact that she looked like a child. She still looks like a child to me. That part is still disturbing to me that she looks so young. But hearing her say, "Well, I've been married to him more than I've been married to my other husbands," that gives me like okay, maybe she's not as young as I thought, or I
Right.
don't know, but at least to me
And
that's
honestly, I think it just gives us something, because I ain't even gonna hold you. I was literally tuning when she was trying to get him to drink this tea, and like I said, I was in and out. But as soon as I heard her say, "Well,
yes,
my other husbands," my head snapped over. I said, "What?"
because we getting nuggets every
Right.
time. They're giving us something every time that's fleshing out this story. So when you give us this pop, I remember we felt the same way when Chelsea got kidnapped. Remember, we were like, "Oh, Chelsea, this dumb girl," and then when she got kidnapped, we was like, "Oh yes, look at the story." And then the same with Martin. We couldn't stand Martin. We were like, "Martin, Smitty, you got to get rid of Martin because he is
It's
getting on my
terrible.
nerves.
Yep.
He is a liar and a cheater." And then we got Martin's story, and we were like, "Martin, oh my God, Martin!" Like we turned on a dime, right?
I
But
just need them to
it's
know
too
that,
many people not popping while one story pops.
right.
I think they need two at a time.
I
My
agree with you.
the thing I have an issue with too is like we just talked about, like Martin and Chelsea and all of that. Like, it's like they resolve their stories and then suddenly their trauma was just gone. Like, Martin went to what, two therapy sessions, and all of a sudden he's this healed person that wants to understand and talk and share things and communicate now. And Chelsea, she was PTSD for like a week, and then now she's like out here dressing normal again. She all out in the streets again. She out here in people's business again. Like, where's the trauma? Where is the prolonged effects of like what happened to y'all? Like, where is it?
Right.
So I don't like I think they need to really, really work on like the aftermath of, like, because when you do a big reveal, you still got to follow the beats of the story. You got to still have the PTSD. You got to still have the trauma. You need to still have the other things. Like, that's the same with June. Like, I have not seen her, like I said, go to, like, y'all saying that she is suddenly off the drugs because she had the surgery, but like, wouldn't that have made her want to go back after she got out, after she finished her surgery? Wouldn't she have wanted to go back? Because I mean, that's not a cure. Having a surgery is not a cure to being a crackhead. So,
I agree.
like, it's
And
just,
to your
oh, go
point,
ahead. Sorry.
I was literally having this conversation earlier with somebody, and I was talking about how I don't like what you were saying when it comes to the pacing and you having traumatic events. And it started with the wedding and Danny. And this man has just
Yeah,
broke her heart, left you for your daughter's supposed best friend, and now you're forced to go to this wedding, and she got no downtime like to process this trauma. Then we get to Nicole. Nicole constantly had Leslie and Eva in her face. She got no
yep,
downtime from the trauma. And then we see Chelsea. Oh girl, we sorry that you went through something, but we need you to sell this bag. And I'm
right.
just like, what is going on with the mental health
Yes,
aspect of the show?
yes,
And
that is
then my
so.
thing, if y'all were gonna ignore the mental health stuff, why did y'all make Nicole a psychiatrist?
That
Right.
part.
Like, she could have been any other kind of doctor. If y'all was gonna ignore if y'all were gonna ignore mental trauma, y'all could have just not even made her that kind of doctor. She could have been just an ER surgeon or something. I don't know. She could have been something else. Like she could have still went to medical school and met these men and whatever and whatnot and whatever. And we could have went on about our day, because I wouldn't even be questioning it this much if y'all hadn't went out of y'all's way to tell me she's a world-renowned psychiatrist. Because I'm wondering where the counseling at for all of y'all,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody in this family needs it. All of y'all, even
Well,
Vernon
she
Luther
can't
King.
do the counseling. I think we've
What?
seen that she's biased. The way she talks to Danny is clearly like you don't take any of her life into effect because you're so angry that she gets to act out and you don't.
I don't even think it's that. I think she just gets tired of having to deal
Oh,
with Danny and her antics. Danny is a train wreck, and every time you turn around, somebody's coming to her about fixing Danny, and that gets tiring. If you the older sister and you always have to deal with your younger sister's crap all the time, I would get tired of her too. Personally, I have two younger sisters, so I get it. Like I understand not wanting to always have to be the person that they look at to be responsible for somebody else's kid.
Mm.
so
Thank.
as quiet as it's kept though, I don't think I think Nicole is the one with the problem.
Hold
Danny
on, hold on, Elaine. Before
Danny
you get into it,
lives
hold
her
on.
life
Hold
out
on.
loud.
I just Elaine, hold on real quick. I just want to thank M Child for the $5 super sticker. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Go ahead, baby. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted
No,
to
it's okay.
recognize it.
I think Danny lives her life out loud, and that's who Danny is. I don't think she uh is misbehaving to get attention. I think we've seen her deal with the outcome of her marriage and everything from February to this point. She's finally said only this week, you know what, I don't care what's going on with Haley and Bill. That's Bill's problem. We haven't seen that since February. And so if you want to watch somebody go through what they're going through and not be healthy, not go to therapy, but recognize I'm not healthy. I don't know, I would have done it this way and I know I'm wrong for it. That look at Danny. I think she's an example of that. Not that that's the right thing to do, but Nicole certainly isn't right. And I think we've seen that this week when even her mother said she wants us to believe she's okay. And so what we need to do is pretend that we think she's okay because that's what she's trying to do for us. That's not healthy.
It's not healthy, but that's literally the role that they play. Like she don't feel like she can actually even have a breakdown because they look at her as the person who needs to be the one that they come to solve
Right.
other people's problems.
But
And when you
this
don't feel
is
like you have that space to do that, you can't really. I mean, she's doing that, and and honestly, that conversation really ticked me off because you're sitting here and you're acknowledging that you know she's not okay, and you're not even telling her, hey, it's okay to not be
Be
okay. You're
okay.
literally
Yep.
like, you're literally like sitting here acting like that's normal and
right,
like it's okay to sit here and pretend like you're okay, even though you're not, just because she wants you guys to be okay with her not being okay or her being feeling like she's okay because she's pretending to be okay to comfort you guys, to make you guys feel good. And you should have felt like a really crappy mother to acknowledge that you saw that and didn't even address it. And that's always been my issue with Anita, is like you see these issues in your
right.
kids and you don't even address them.
Right. I think Treese has said that the problem with both Danny and Nicole come from Anita.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's literally starting. I blame her for all of their, well, not all of them, but a big majority of their issues. I blame her and Vernon because they sit there and they like want this image and they keep saying, "Oh, we don't care about the image," but yes, you do. Because if you didn't
Right.
care, you wouldn't always be saying "we're Duprees" all the time and making people feel like they have to behave a certain way to be a part of
Right.
your family. They don't
Mm-hmm.
feel free to be themselves. Danny does act out for attention because she knows that that's how she gets their attention. Like when she over there just not doing anything, they don't pay attention at all. When she's acting out, whether it be, even though it's negative attention, they're paying attention when she does all those things. So that's why she does it, because they don't pay attention to her otherwise. Like
See,
Anita could care less about that girl otherwise. Like she don't care enough to pay attention to anything she does other than when she's acting up so she can reprimand her. And Vernon, he also admitted, I don't know much about Nicole. How do you not know your daughter? How do you not know this child that you raised for all these years? How do you not know her?
because
Like,
he
how do you
dealt
not
with
know?
Danny and Anita dealt with
But
Nicole. Yeah.
can I be honest though? And I actually think that's a very good point, Sky, because like Elaine said, I've been screaming that. And I think it also shows that's why Nicole is so disconnected from her own damn kids.
Right.
Because
Because
Anita,
that's
they
that's
kind of,
because that's learned behavior that she got. She
Right.
thought you know, she still thinks Anita was a wonderful, great mother, always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in her mind, what she's doing with Kat and Martin, she seems deems perfectly acceptable.
Right.
And even when they were talking